Hey everybody, it's B-Diz the Rockstar, part of SuperObvious. In this video, we're talking about Spiral from the Book of Saw and the Saw franchise. Like and share the video. Let me know in the comments if you're stoked about the new movie. Also, which Saw movie was your favorite, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Let's go. Obviously, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. If you are a fan of these movies, they are super duper fucked up and have some of the most graphic, intense, and violent scenes in film movie cinema history. And there's a whole bunch of them, like a lot. Believe it or not, Jigsaw actually has a code to the quote-unquote victims he chooses to be in the Jigsaw traps. We have Amanda, who was a drug addict and was the first victim of any Jigsaw trap ever and survived without really doing anything bad to her body. Most survivors have to mutilate their body in some way to survive, if they survive at all. Other people chosen to be in the Jigsaw traps are felons, crooked law enforcement and attorneys, cheaters, addicts, medical personnel who screw people out of health insurance when they really need it, which is what happened at Jigsaw, or people who false flag that they survived a Jigsaw trap just to boost their popularity to sell their book when they never been in one, like Bobby did. All the victims he chooses has some kind of dirt on them and feels they really haven't paid the price for what they have done while harming others. Also, Jigsaw does give his victims a chance to survive these traps, even if the chance is unlikely and super unfair. Jigsaw officially died in Saw 3. During the rest of the films, he has his followers continuing these fucked up traps to punish, torture, and kill people. And a lot of these traps give the victims little to no chance of surviving, which goes against what Jigsaw was doing. All the Saw movies are very intense, stressful, emotionally overwhelming, disgustingly violent, and some of the most graphic and disturbing imagery in film history. And all this is a Saw standard. But besides all the gore, porn, torture shit, Saw does tell a very complex and compelling story with what people will do when they are put in life and death situations and really don't have time to think about options for survival besides what they are told. And another Saw standard is the huge mindfuck curveball they throw us at the end of every movie that nobody predicted. And going back to the story, Saw 3 and 4 actually happen at the same time, and even Saw 5 all kind of goes at once, so it's super complex and can be confusing for viewers even if you're paying attention. As far as Spiral from the Book of Saw, when I heard Chris Rock was taking the lead on this, I was really only concerned like 10%. And even that only lasted for a few seconds. The fact that he is starring and also a producer, meaning he is helping in the actual making of the movie, I don't think he is picking up this franchise just to fuck it up. Also, having Sam Jackson in it, I think this movie will be a great addition to the Saw franchise. I heard there is a good balance between all the intensity and violence, but also some comedy to kind of give viewers a bit of a breather so motherfuckers don't have panic attacks and have to go to the hospital from being so stressed out. And I heard the comedy parts are well used and don't make the movie seem like a joke or corny. People think that Sam Jackson could be Jigsaw. I highly doubt that. When I talk about the huge twists at the end of the Saw movies, if it was Sam Jackson, I think that wouldn't have the huge surprise impact, and pretty sure fans would bash the movie overall for that. I also heard that Spiral is supposed to have the biggest Jigsaw trap to date. In the second trailer, we see Sam Jack in what looks like a pretty big trap, but really can't see what's going on around him. He could die. Another thumbs up is the movie is presented by Lionsgate and Twisted Pictures. You can look these studios up and probably see a bunch of movies that you like, including all the Saw films. I like in the second trailer, it seems like Chris Rock is going to pursue Jigsaw on his own because it looks like all the other cops don't have his back. Maybe they are too scared or their vaginas hurt too much. It seems like his captain has his back as well as his partner, and also Sam Jax as his pops. If you look up the cast on IMDb, it shows a few other cops, but for the most part that's it. I honestly think the movie will be the emotional roller coaster ride that we expect from a Saw film, and we will be satisfied with the final product. I thought that Saw 3D was going to be the last one, but since then, we had the Jigsaw movie and we have Spiral on the way. If this movie does at least pretty good, more Saw movies will be on the way for sure, especially when the word gets around social media that people want more. This is very exciting for Saw fans. Oh, I found this article on Vulture that lists the current 8 Saw movies from least to best. First, at number 8 is Saw 3D, at the bottom of the list, which kinda surprised me. Next, at number 7 is Saw 4. At number 6 is Jigsaw from 2017. At number 5 is Saw 5. At number 4 is Saw 3. At number 3 is Saw 6. And at number 2 is Saw 2. And at number 1 is the original Saw, which did not surprise me being considered the best of the franchise because I think that's the one that everyone likes the most. But yeah guys, that's the video of me talking about the Saw franchise, also about Spiral from the Book of Saw movie. Like and share the video, comment on how you feel about the Saw franchise, and subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Totally for sure.